What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Survival Crate series. Last episode, we started working on connecting the belts to our storage down here. Now, I didn't fully finish it. I still tried to figure out some things, but we are cutting off the ends of these. So we are lucky enough to not have to worry about this. I can fix those and then obviously get rid of this one. Come on, fix that up. I got to put one there, and then we put one there. We go boom to the boom, and we go boom to the pow. Bingo. Yeah, that's what we're going to try and continue working on today. We're going to work on these belts, and then hopefully we can add some power to this so we can make it functional. Now, it may be a little bit iffy, but I'm probably going to have to add power in from this side and then add like a gearbox or something that can power this. I got to try and figure that out because it's very narrow here and we may not have anything good. Let me go ahead and get some. So I don't have any more polished deep slate. I don't know where that stuff has gone. Where's the other blocks? I didn't get rid of them. All right, well, I for some reason cannot find the other slabs. They may be in our storage already, and I just have to go back to them. So that's great. I just got to try and figure that out now. But I do need down here in general. Let me get my dirt, because I got to refill this in. And then that will be knocked off. We'll keep these three. So we'll do this, and then I will break all this just so I can see where I'm going. The shovel is so quick. I don't even mean to break like the blocks behind it. It breaks the blocks behind it. I'll take it, but like, why? All right. I need 2 more fans so I can put those here and here. So I'll probably just put the blocks out already just so they're here. And then I need, that will go there, that will go there. I'll pop that. All right, we're just going to clear all this out. Now, I technically could put these a little bit closer to where it's all 3 in 1, and then I can just have it go out like that, but I'd rather not just because it will look probably a little bit weird, and I don't want to deal with that because then it's going to annoy me later on every time I look at it. Let's go ahead and break this. Alrighty, and now I just need some brick here, also some granite, and yeah, we'll just use these. There we go. Let me just delete all this dirt, and then we'll probably fill in the side just so it's there and won't look really weird. I mean, I really don't have to, just because that does give us a little walking room down here in case anything happens. That will stay there. We'll just keep that. And then this one we can really just get rid of. We'll just do that. Alrighty, so this one will go here, do that, and then we'll just do that. And let's see how far these belts can go before I do anything. Right about to here. Oh, and you connect there. Perfect. I don't have to worry about 700 different belts. Oh, I need a few more belts. There we go. There we go. That's pretty good. We'll just do this down here. We'll add a little walkway. Then I'll have this go around just in case I ever need to work anything back here. There we go. All right, so I need encased chain drives, which I need connect power to this. We're probably just going to go off of this one because it uses less power. And I mean, really the only thing that's going to be using power are the fans. I'm not too worried about that. And those are already pretty well max speed. We just got to try and set everything up, run over here. We'll do that to cover up the wall. I need more encased chain drives. Okay, well, bad thing, I only have 3 casings, which means I need more. Hey, look, I found them. No, those are the others. Dang it. But yeah, I only got 3 casings, which means I need more. Which also means I have to go up to get all that. We'll probably just do another stack because it does run out pretty quick. Again, I could try and find a way to do a narrow tree farm. And we could just have it built like that to where it would just chop the tree down and then it would take all the logs and just saw them down. And then we could take some alloy from our alloy farm. We could put a little tunnel system to it where it will split it and then some of it will go on there. Oh, that was a lot. Okay. Tell me I only got 2 wood in there. I was about to say, let's go ahead and get this wood. I need alloy, which I accidentally did not gather. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get some of it. Yeah, I can make it to where the casings or logs will go into a deployer that will place the item, and then we can have another deployer that would hold onto the alloy, which will automatically put the alloy onto the log. And then we have a very slow drill because obviously we're running it slow, otherwise it won't be able to go in time. And then that will break it and put it into like a filter, which will be good. And then we have a fully fledged automatic casing system. But I really don't want to have a tree down there, but I mean, if I have to, I will. There's a lot of things that I do want to have in there, but either they are requiring things that I already have, which means I would have to add the same machines in here just to work for those other ones. I don't want to do that. Alrighty, there we go. We have a full stack of them. And those don't need anything, so we will have to, those will still spin. I just got to bring this. I can bring this down. We can have a gearbox. Have it go into this one, and this one. Yeah. which means we are going to have to dig this down a little bit. Not too worried about that. If I don't see it, I don't care. The only thing I'm really going to see are the belts going up, because we're going to put the girders here, and then we'll probably put some blocks back here just so it looks like nothing's behind it. Now I am going to see those, which is not going to be good. I definitely could have put these elevated ones one closer just so these would be here. That actually might be a better idea. All right, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. That'll make it to where we don't have to see the encased chain drive sitting in the wall, and we can just have a normal wall. All right, so we'll do bonk. We have a thing sitting here. Okay, maybe I gotta be one closer. Oh man. See, I gotta have the wall here, which I mean, I could let me do this real quick. Where is my good as? I need to test. There we go. All right, so that'll be there, and then if we just do, to be honest, that'll kind of be better. And then these can go about to here, and we'll just put glass frames on these. Yeah, I do kind of like that. And this one we'll just connect down here. It will still be the same, just a little bit shorter, which I'm okay with that. I'm not too worried about that. Whoa, that one I am. All right, there we go. Let me put the magical chain drives here. So that'll be like that. We'll put girder, 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 and then we'll put some things behind it just so you don't see it, which should hopefully make it look a little bit smoother. And then since it is in the middle, we should not have to care too much. So those will go here. We'll put glass frames on these, and then all those will come in. Do I have any? How's that look? What if I do the slab one? Actually, I can just, nope, wrong way. Not the way I was planning for it, but it shows that way in general. I mean, we do have ghost blocks, but I'm not going to be jumping on this. I don't need to waste them. There we go. And we could just do that. I mean, you do see down there, but that's only if you're looking. But we'll just keep it how it is. Yeah, we just got to add the glass frame there. All right, so those will come up. Those are connected. Hopefully, if this is going all the correct way, it should just rotate. We are going to need to add more fans. Actually, I still have these. There we go. There's one. Where'd the other one go? There we go. Alrighty. So I just need to put, let me push this out a little bit. This shovel is so quick for an efficiency 3. For some reason, it feels faster than the drill, which makes no sense. All right, so I need 3 vertical gearboxes. That will go here. And then we'll have a gearbox, a shaft, gearbox, and that'll connect all into this one. That should power it, right? Hold on. Where's my hand crank? Whoopsie. Yeah, that literally powers it. Cool. That's pretty cool how these can actually just turn like that and just swap instantly. Alrighty, where are my gearboxes? I know I had some. There's 2. I need uno more. See, I know Spanish. Not really. Alright, we'll do that. And then, actually, I could just do cogwheels. Actually, no, because that's going to swap the rotation on these. I gotta make sure all these are spinning correctly. Now, these should actually rotate it all the correct way. I mean, that's what encased fans, not fans, encased chain drives do. So now if I try the hand crank, it should say overpowered. Okay, that's all coming down. That's going the wrong way. So if we do this, perfect. And that all just goes in. So yeah, we're going to have these like max speed just because these aren't going to have enough power to push up stacked blocks, which is what we need because we're going to have a lot of blocks coming through this. I mean, really everything's going to be running at full speed. These belts will run at full speed. This will run at, and then everything up here will also. Yeah, really these should have enough power in general. I need food. I'm about dead. Perfect. So I gotta try and find a spot where I could connect power. I'm probably gonna connect it underground, and we'll have like an encased chain drive that would just go all the way over here to connect to those. That would get over here, power all this. Obviously, it'll be at, I think it was 196 or 240 or something that we have for the speed over there. That will go pretty quick onto here, and then everything will push into that. Now I can actually pop this off real quick, because then I can hide all this. I obviously got to put a wall back here just so, you know, nothing teleport. That one, we'll do that one, go to the boom. We will put that there. So everything will go in. We can take this off. I'm not. All right, get on me. That everything will go in. We just have to connect power, but also connect all of this. But I also want to try and find more machines. I may make that casing one, and then I'm going to just go into the cell. I have to try and make that. That is going to suck because I got to try and figure out how to do it. Alrighty, so we're not going to connect power up right now. That will probably be the last thing that we do just because I want to make sure everything is fully connected before we actually power anything. So once we go down under here and get everything set over there, once I build the next machine that we're going to add in, that may sit here. I got to try and figure out how to do a super small tree farm that won't destroy everything, but also won't grow massive trees in here. That's going to suck. But I got to make it to where I can create a casing farm. And obviously alloy would be in here. I gotta figure out how I can change all that too. So hooray, something else I gotta wonder about. But those would connect into that. That would connect into this. And then That will all go here. Okay, we'll just power up with that side. Alrighty, I gotta try and figure out how I can power all of this. So I gotta send all these to the right one. So if I have this come up, let me do I have some more encased chain drives. Now I could just do in here. We're not really gonna see it. I don't need to worry, but you never know. It may look good, it may look bad. If I can hide it, I will. Over here we need a casing. That would need a casing. Not a casing, a drive, but I need an extra shaft so I can put in the middle there. There we go. That should connect that one. All right, so that should go. Let me get my hand crank. I gotta verify everything down here will go, which, I mean, it should. Let me just do that real quick so I can see it. Alrighty, where'd my hand crank? I really hope all those went to the correct spots, dude. I really do. Yeah, everything will go that way. These did not go. These aren't spinning. So we'll do that, and then we'll put a cog wheel here. We'll put a set of 3, just so it still connects. That'll be like that. Put this here. That goes that way. That's good. Okay, that's fine. I just need to connect these now, which means I'm probably gonna have to push these out a little bit more. So I'll just go. That's fine. And then yeah, we're gonna have to extend these. I'm gonna have to put this up to a gearbox on both sides. Where's my belts? Where'd my belts go? There we go. Alrighty, I need a gearbox. I'm probably gonna have to make one. I don't think I have enough for another gearbox. Alright, well, I need to actually make more casings because I am broke. Did everything go back to the correct spot? I think it did. Okay, good, because I don't want it going everywhere else. I need more alloy. Alright, we'll just place these out. I will have a full set of casings that will probably be used in about a minute, depending on what we're making. In this case, it should be very simple. I'm not making that much. I just need a gearbox or 2. Alright, there we go. Let me just get my drill and break all this. Make it a little bit faster for us. Alrighty, let's go back in behind our storage and gather more. Where's my cogwheels? I need my gearbox. Alright, there we go. Just simple 16, nothing to worry. And we'll do that. There we go. Everything's going the correct way. That's all going. That's pushing in towards that, which will connect onto that belt. Down here, everything is pushing this way. Nice. Alright, well that is perfectly good. I just gotta make sure it's going the correct way when we initially get it in, which means I'll turn that off, take that, so when we do power it, we're not having a whole bunch of stuff going into the barrels. Even though all we gotta do is just flip it back the other way, I'm not dealing with that. I don't want to lose my mind over that. There we go. This is fully complete back here. All that will go into here. Think these will go into here. I hope. We'll have to find that out though. If they don't, well, I guess we gotta rearrange that. All right, so the back is for the most part finished. We have one more thing, but I can hold off on that. That one more thing is really just that funnel or filter. Funnel? Yeah. We just gotta get everything in here now. Alrighty. I gotta try and connect everything into these. This one will probably go into here, or 2 will go into that, and then 3 will be the casings, and then whatever else we add, we'll just throw into. Because I want all these to be used. If we're using them, if we're building them, I might as well use them. I just gotta try and figure out more machines that I can throw down here. Hooray! Another idea I gotta do. Alrighty, well, we still have a lot more we have to do. Gotta build a whole new machine, or try and figure out the whole machine for casings, and then we can get the belts connected to everything. Now, do I know how I'm gonna build this machine? No, not a clue, not a chance. Not at all. I'm gonna have to go through the Create Mod website to see some ideas, so that's great. But for right now, we are going to be ending today's video here. I know the past few videos have been pretty short. So is this one. It probably is going to be a little bit shorter. But I do feel like the shorter videos are actually doing better. Like they're being put out there a lot more. Because YouTube likes shorter videos. They don't like long videos anymore. Which kind of sucks. I do like doing the long videos. It gives you guys more things to watch. But I guess we will stay with short. Might as well. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you do want to see some extra content, I do have a second channel in the description. I also have started recently streaming on Twitch and Kick. So if you do want to check that out, everything is down below. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.